Wow, thanks for watching. So law of cosine still, law of cosine's assignment is what we're looking at here. And so that other video is kind of long, but that's okay. You want more? Here's more. So what if you have another one like 15, which is just all sides? What if you just have all the sides? You're trying to find those angles, right? Crazy. So again, we're going to use the law. Let's kind of do some notey notes there. Awesome. There we go. And so for our notey notes, you want to say to use the law of cosines, the harder version, trying to find the angle. And then next, you'll do the law of sines. And then next, you'll just do 180 minus the 2 minus. So 180 minus the 2 angles that you already have. So if you want to say some notes, there's some good notes. So let's go and help you with number 15. Remember, you have to do the largest angle first, else you might make a mistake there. So definitely do the largest angle first so we don't get the ambiguous case. So in this case, they give you that little a is 30 feet. So that means we would start with angle A is what we want to do, right? Okay, so then you jump over here to angle A, which is going to use the law of cosines of whatever angle A is. Then we jump backwards and we're using little a, right? Because those will go together, angle A with side length A. And so that's going to be a squared, which in this case will be 30 squared, is equal to, and then across from big B, angle B is little b, and across from angle C is little c. And so we're going to use those two sides squared and added. So that's going to be 10 squared and 25 squared, good. And then minus 2 times those two sides, right? So minus 2 times. So little b is 10, and then little c is 25, good. Cosine of angle A. Now we're set up to solve for angle A. And then we can use the law of sines next, and then 180 minus 2 angles. Bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. So 30 squared is what, like 900? And 10 squared is like 100. What's 25 squared? Ooh, should I show you my cool method? What? I figured this out when I was on a big road trip. 2 squared and 5 squared, right? 25 squared. So that's going to be 4 and 25. And then what is 2 times 5? 10. But what if we double it, times it by 2 again, we get 20. And then we add to the left. Oh my goodness, I found a new way to square numbers in my head. 625. So 25 squared is 625. You could just use your calculator there. Minus, and then 10 times 25 is 250. And then times 2 is 500. Cosine of angle A. Now be careful, remember. We're going to add those together to get 725 and then minus it to the other side, okay? Can you do that right? Good. Okay, so then that's going to be what? 175. So we get, now we can worry about the other thing. Now we can bring this down. So now we have the negative 500 because it's times with the cosine. Oh, so often I get very, very sad, upset students when they make this mistake. So sometimes they'll go ahead and try to like combine those, and that's wrong because of multiplication, right? So multiplication, that's wrong. Don't do it. Don't do it. So wrong. So just kind of group that together, and that's correct. So group those together. So now we can bring down the negative 500 cosine of A. Nice. Awesome. And now we can go ahead and divide over the negative 500 to the other side. Awesome. No! Would you do that? Okay, there we go. So we'll make sure we're on the right side. Sorry. Okay, so we're on number 15 right now. So we divide over. I'm going to make sure it stays put, you little stayer putter. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and divide that negative 500 to the other side. Good. So at this point now, we want to undo cosine to the other side. So we're going to inverse cosine, right? To the other side, inverse cosine. And so that whole thing right there is going to give you what angle A is. So we'll plug that into our calculator. And we'll do inverse cosine. Make sure you're in degrees. Divided by negative. Use the ouchie negative. That's here. The ouchie negative is different than that, right? That's a big one. No, use a smaller one. So negative 500. Good. Close parenthesis. Okay, so that gives us 110.48, which rounds up to 110.5 degrees. So angle A is equal to 110.5 degrees. Good. So that gives us this guy right here, 110.5 degrees. Now you can use the law of sines next. And so maybe we want to find, angle B next. And so then we can use the law of sines now. Use the law of sines. Use the law of sines. Here's your sine. So you're going to go sine of angle B that we're trying to figure out. Remember law of sines? Divided by little b, which is 10, equals, leave kind of a bit of a space there. So equals sine of what we just found. So that's going to be sine of 110 degrees. Let's kind of erase this for now, your little notey notes there. So now we're going to do sine of 110 degrees, which we just found, to the nearest tenth. And then we're going to go ahead and divide that by the opposite of sine A, because that's angle A, 110.5 degrees, is little a, which is 30. Cool. So now we'll multiply the 10 to the other side. Remember this part for the law of sines? And then we'll inverse sine. And if you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other side. So now we'll go to inverse sine, that whole shaboozy, and that'll give us angle B. So we'll go ahead and do inverse sine of 10, good, sine of 110.5 degrees, good. So 10 sine, so inverse sine of 10 sine, 110.5 degrees, close parenthesis, else you get an error, divided by 30, and then close parenthesis, and that gives us 18.19 or 18.2 degrees. So that's angle B, 18.2 degrees. Nice, nice. So that's what angle B equals, 18.2 degrees, angle B. Okay, last but not least, not a lot of room here, sorry. We're going to take 180 minus your angle A, which is 110.5 degrees, minus 18.2 degrees. Nice, nice. Minus 18.2 degrees. And that'll give us our last angle, and then we're done with 15. So 180 minus 110.5 degrees, good. Minus 18.2 degrees, and this will give us angle C, 51.3 degrees. So angle C is 51.3 degrees. So now we have all three angles, and we already have all three sides. Woo! Side, side, side. A little bit longer. Lots of steps there, as you can see. You can use your calculator to skip some steps. For example, number 17, I'm going to use my calculator to skip some steps. So I'm going to go and find little b, and I'm going to find little b right now. And so using the formula for just side angle side is what this is. Side angle side, right? I'm using my calculator to skip some steps. And so I'm going to go ahead, remember the formula. So b squared is equal to, so to undo b squared, I'm going to square root the whole thing. I'm going to do, is that 6 it looks like? So 26 squared. Remember plus the other side squared and added. Minus 2 times those two sides. Good, good. And then times, times cosine of the angle between the sides, which is 82 degrees. And so then I think I need to close one more parentheses. No, I don't. We're good. Bam! So we get 36.86, which is our other side. Nice, nice. So that rounds up to 37. No, 36.9. So wait a second. Yep, so that rounds up to 36.9 kilometers. So really it's 0.86. And then at the very end we round to 36.9. The reason why I say that is that when you find the angles, sometimes they're a bit touchy. So I would use the 0.86 when you're doing the angles. So now we're going to go and use the law of sines. And so we do have little a, so we could use that to help us find big A. So then we do sine of A over 26 is equal to sine of 82 they gave us divided by what we just found. So 36.86. Then we multiply 26 to the other side. And then we do inverse sine, remember? Inverse sine. And so if we do inverse sine on one side, we have to do inverse sine of the other side. And so now we can do inverse sine of 26 sine 82 degrees, close parenthesis, 36.86. See if that makes a big difference or not. 44.3 degrees for angle A. What if we would have rounded too soon and did 36.9? How big a difference would have that made? Let's see, 44.24. Yeah, it's off by a tenth, so I'd definitely do that. So, but if you're within a tenth, I'll still give it to you. So 44.3 degrees is for angle A. So 44.3 degrees is for angle A. And then side length little b, we got 36.9 kilometers. And then angle C, we're going to do 180 minus those two. So 180 minus our 82 that they already gave to us, minus the 44.3, which is 53.7. So angle C is 53.7 degrees. And so that's our three answers for 17. So just wanted to help you out some more. And so keep on going away. You'll get this. Keep on working away on this. Take a couple days to work on it, maybe 3. And over the weekend, do it. So thanks for watching, and thanks for keeping up with us and still learning at home. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And don't forget to watch Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner, or the Disney version, or Men in Tights for Men in Tights. Robin Hood. Watch it this weekend. Bye.